guys, my name is Tori. I'm the yoga instructor for Texas A&M Central Texas, and today let's get moving a little bit more. So if I know that I do a lot of slow-paced and really mindful practices, and that may not be the right pace for everybody. So if you like those, definitely check out some other videos too. But if you need to move a little bit more and challenge yourself with a couple different things, balance and strength and just confidence moving from one place to another, stay with me here. Okay, so today let's start at the back of our mat. Sorry, I'm a little flipped up there. Okay, let's start at the back of our mat. Flatten the feet strong beneath you, soften the knees, build up the spine tall, and let's inhale, sweep the palms tall overhead. So let's resist the urge to shrunk up with the shoulders, and instead lift the whole chest with you so that it feels like the heart is leading the way, not the shoulders, okay? We'll look to the sky, maybe take a little back bend, find our neutral spine, and then exhale, dive into our forward fold. Inhale, walk your way through downward facing dog. Exhale, drop the hips in line with the shoulders, high plank, and we're gonna do this a couple times. So let's inhale, climb back up. Okay, take a breath. And when you're ready, rise with a tall spine. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, tall. Maybe a back bend. Okay, find our neutral place. Exhale, fold. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, down dog and climb. Forward fold. Inhale, rise. Okay, when you're ready, inhale. And then we'll exhale. Walk forward, lower the hips, inhale, rise, straight spine, best that we can. One more time, inhale, tall, exhale, fold. Okay, walk through, lower the hips, awesome. Let's go ahead and push down towards the ground. Sorry, I was gonna say push up, but that would have been confusing. So, we'll make our way to the ground, flatten the feet. Let's push the heart as tall as we're comfortable going. So maybe we'll stay low, or maybe we'll push into the arms a little bit, but we're gonna relax the elbows and we're gonna keep the shoulders away from the ears. Push the chin forward, take a big breath, and let's exhale, release. Awesome. Let's make our way to that downward facing dog we were in. So we'll tuck the toes under, push the hips up and back, okay? Push the heart back towards the knees. We're going to challenge ourselves here with a little bit of interval cardio, okay? So let's sweep the left leg high on the inhale. On the exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Left knee to left elbow. And inhale. Left to right. And inhale. Let's do this set 2 more times. Knee to nose. Inhale. Left to left. Inhale. Left to right. Inhale. 1 more set. Knee to nose. Okay, left to left, left to right, rise up, plant the toe, pedal out the knees a little bit. I'm gonna adjust my shirt, sorry. And then we'll do all that on the right side. Okay, when you're ready, right leg high, exhale, knee to nose, left or right to right, right to left. Okay, 2 more sets, knee to nose, exhale, right to right. Right to left, 1 more set, knee to nose, right to right, and right to left. Woo. Rise up, plant the toe, pedal out the knees. In fact, let's drop the knees. Let's keep the toes tucked under behind us, but as we walk the body weight back, we're aiming to plant our hips on top of our heels. So first, let's make sure all the toes are tucked under so that we're not going to sit wrong on top of a toe and pop and crackle something, you know. All right, just watch the toes first. And then we'll try to sit back a little bit. We'll lift up the spine. Okay, from here, let's open up the chest a little bit. So we're going to try to make fists with our hands and push the knuckles into each other behind our back. So we'll start way out wide, a little bit behind the plane of the body here, and then we'll bend at the elbow, creating 2 fists, 1 in each hand. And then we'll push our knuckles into each other, or try to, behind us. Okay, breathe. We're feeling the shoulders naturally come back. Naturally, we want to point the elbows towards the side or towards the back corner of the room. Keep the chest wide open. Fire toes, those toes are on fire. All right, let's drop the fingertips to either side of our knees. We're gonna sink the heart a little bit forward as we do this forward movement. Okay, and then we're gonna rock onto the ball of the foot, off of the knee, and roll back a little bit. Let me rotate. Okay, we're rolling through the ankles and the knees here. We're gonna drop the knees, build up, okay? And then we're gonna drop the finger pads, roll back. Ooh, take some pressure off those toes. Okay, drop the knee, rise up. Okay, drop the fingers, roll back. Awesome, let's go ahead and leave the feet where they are and rise up into a forward fold so we can plant the heels, soften the knees a little bit, cross the arms under the upper body and sway side to side. Not far, not fast. All right, let's drop the palms heavy. Let's rise up, strong spine as we go. Roll the shoulders back to the top. Give yourself a moment to breathe, okay? We're not trying to get, dizzy or anything. Feel all right with where you're at, okay? We're near the back of our mat, just like we started. So we plant the feet strong, knees a little bit soft, spine tall, heart space open. Very cool, okay? Now, let's see if we can go ahead and reach both palms to the sky, reaching tall. Okay, we're gonna lean over to, let's say we'll lean over to our right side first. And then we're gonna drop our left palm beside our left hip. Okay, let's see if we can buckle the left knee and try to bring that ankle or that toe to our left hand. And then the hard part here is realigning the hips and knees as we do so, because we're reaching, leaning, reaching for the toe. Okay, and then we line up the hips, we line up the knees, and we try to stand up tall again, okay? Otherwise, we're way out over here, and we're trying our best, But line up, I say that, and then I tumble, and that's okay. All right, we line up, hips, the front toe, and the shoulders are facing the front of the room, okay? So we're all lined up, and we're gonna flow a little bit here, okay? Bear with me. All right, it would be ideal to have furniture or even a wall in front of you, and I'll move around and just show you how we can do that differently as we're going, but we're going for dancer's pose. So when we exhale, kick into our hand, act as though we want to point the toe and that knee towards the back of our room, but we're still centered on the front of the room, okay? And we're gonna lean the heart forward. A soft knee on that standing leg will help us keep our balance. Point the knee back and then inhale, rise. Okay, line up the knees. On the next exhale, kick back. Hips and shoulders still pointing towards the front of the room. And rise up. Okay, let's do our dancer's pose one more time. Level hips, level shoulders. Exhale, kick. Woo, breathe with me, you got it. And let's rise up. Finally, release the hands to our sides, release the feet to the ground. Kick it out, shake it out a little bit. Woo. All right, let's try that on our opposite side, our dancer's pose. This time I'll show you how we can use a prop like furniture, couch, or even a wall. Okay, so if the first one was kind of making us feel a little bit weird, you don't have to stay where you're at. By all means, you can move. I'm not the boss of you. Okay, but we're gonna lift the palms to the sky. This time, let me rotate to the wall. Yeah. Okay, so my right hand is gonna come down beside my hip. My left hand is gonna push against the wall for me at about shoulder height, maybe about hip height. Or if I have a wall directly in front of me, cool too, okay? But anyway, we're leaning over to our left side this time, buckling our right knee. We're gonna bring our right heel or toe to our right hand, and then we're gonna line up the knees. We're gonna line up the hips again, okay? Because we're evenly placing our hips in alignment with the wall before us, the chair before us, or the couch before us. And I'll move back to the couch in a second, okay? When we exhale, we kick into the hand. We feel the toe and the knee pointing to the back of the room, the heart coming forward, and that soft bend in our standing knee is going to help. Okay, rise back up. Okay, with or without a prop, we'll exhale. We'll try. We'll come back to neutral, level the hips and shoulders. I'm going to turn to the couch, even though you can't see my right side. It's the left side that's going to hold my balance. Okay, and we'll exhale and kick. And we'll come back to neutral. Line up the knees, line up the hips, drop the arms, drop the feet. Awesome, okay? A lot of different ways to do that posture. Okay, dancer's pose. Let's start at the back of our mat, wherever we have moved to. Come back to the end of your mat again. Plant the feet strong, soften the knees, build the spine, open the heart space. Okay, inhale, palms tall overhead. Exhale, dive into your fold. Walk into down dog and stay. Okay, so we'll push the heart back towards the knees. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to need a little extra space to our left and to our right beside us here. So make sure you've got some clear space. We're going to sweep the left leg high behind us. We're going to bend that knee in the sky, bringing the heel close to our glute. And then I want you to open the hips. So turn that left hip up to the sky. Come up to the left fingertips for a moment. Okay, act like you're pointing that left knee to the sky above you. Sorry, from my belly. Here we are. Anyway, all right. So the left knee is pointing to the sky. We're looking up beneath that armpit to the ceiling. And let's level the hips and bring the left toe down. Pedal out the knees. See how you feel. This time I'm rotating away from you. So let's see. Same posture. It's called our rocking horse. Okay. Swing the right leg high behind you. Bend at the knee. Bring the heel close to the glute. Point the knee towards the sky as you open the hip. Preferably, we will try to keep both hands flat to the ground. But if you need to come up a little bit, bear with me. Breathe, okay? Really big stretch across the hip, the abdominals, and then we'll level back down. We'll bend the knees to the ground, untuck the toes this time, and then rest the hips, the heart, and the forehead as heavy as we can, okay? Just really let gravity take the lead here. Hang heavy into the ground. Sink the body. Breathe. Keep breathing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Now, our rocking horse can get a little bit more interesting, and we're going to see how we feel about it. Again, we'll need lots of space on our right side, lots of space on our right side. If you do not feel confident with your upper body strength or your twisting balance, you can stay in rocking horse, okay? You can stay here in child's pose if you want, okay? With that in mind, we can rise up to our tabletop. Surprise, surprise, okay? We'll make our way to downward facing dog, tuck the toes under, push the hips up and back. Okay, pushing the heart to the knees, we've got down dog. We'll try rocking horse. Left leg rises, bend the knee, point the knee to the sky, open up the hip, okay? Now, if you want to go a little further with your rocking horse, make sure you turn that right toe on the ground, a little inward, angle it in towards the middle of the mat a little bit. Okay, and let's see if we can go ahead and take our left hand up off on the mat, on our finger pads maybe. Plant the right heel, plant that heel, okay? Roll through the hips, I'm close to a window. Okay, left toe will touch the ground. Both knees are gonna point to the back of the room, which means both toes are pointing to the back of the room. And then that left hand is gonna reach behind the body and we're gonna push the hips up to the sky. Sorry, lots of belly today. Sorry, you guys. Okay, this is our wild thing. Feet flat, toes and knees to the back of the room, hips to the sky, arm just beneath our shoulder. Okay, and to unwind, we'll turn that toe towards the middle of the mat, bring the left hand back down, take the left toe to the sky, and step back down for down dog. I know I've had way better descriptions descriptive words before, but here we are. Okay, take a break for a moment. Drop the knees, tuck or do not untuck the toes, it's up to you. Sit back on the heels. Okay, rock out the arms a little bit. We're gonna try the other rocking horse or the other wild thing. So I'm gonna rotate on my mat. All right. Okay. Rocking horse or wild thing. You can stay in your downward facing dog, or you can move for your child's pose, okay? Bear with me here, okay? Nothing has to be perfect. No expectation, no self-judgment. We can do it. Okay, let's move for tabletop. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit away from my blocks over there. Okay. Tuck the toes under, hips to the sky, heart to the knees. Awesome. We can stay here, or we can try rocking horse. Right leg to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip, knee to the sky now. All right, so we're gonna let this right toe guide the way, okay? This right toe way up in the sky. We're gonna point the left toe towards the middle of the mat on the ground. We're gonna plant that left heel, soften the knee a little bit. Okay, peeling up on the right hand, we're twisting. We're gonna drop the right toe. When the right toe meets the ground, both toes face the back of the room, both knees. Right hand reaches overhead, push the hips to the sky. Woo. Wild thing. It may not be super graceful, it may not be super pretty, but it's a big abdominal stretch. Ooh, breathe with me. All right, we're gonna unwind. Let's lead with our hands. Left toe to the middle of the mat. Swing that right hip over the left. And plant both feet. Push the heart through, pedal out the knees. Whew. Drop the knees to the ground. Untuck the toes and find child's pose again. So meet the mat. Come all the way down, forehead heavy, and this time, sweep your hands way back. Okay, and then let gravity take charge. Let the shoulders sink heavy. Let the elbows drop heavy. Awesome. Big breath in the body here, okay? I promise we're starting to cool off now. We're starting to cool down. Okay? And do not stress yourself out. If wild thing does not seem graceful to you, if it's not comfortable, you never have to do it again, you know? And if you need a quick way out of the posture, you can always fold your body into an M shape and drop the hips to the ground from there. Yeah, just bring the hips down. Okay, I guess that's not very clear. Folding into an M shape, I just mean like instead of pushing your hips to the sky, just let your hips come down to the ground. So then it kind of feels like you're crab walking. Bring your hips down instead of pushing up. And then you can come into a seat and you don't have to stay where you're not comfortable, you know? All right, we've had plenty of time to breathe here. So let's move into our final relaxation. If this child's pose, rounding the shoulders and giving yourself more space in the upper back, seems right for you, totally cool. Stay right where you're at. If instead you want to lie flat on your back, go for it. Kind of flip over. If you prefer to stay in a seated posture, you're not alone. I'm going to find a seat today, but it is final relaxation. So make your comfort wherever you find it, you know. Lie out long, create lots of space. Lie out on your back and keep the knees bent. Stay in child's pose. I'm not the boss of you. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not the boss of you. Okay, we're coming into the end of our practice after a lot of fire in our physical practice. Now it's a space for our head, okay? Not so much fire. Now it's just a calm space for our head. Finding any comfort we like. Okay. And then we'll root the hips down strong beneath us. We'll stack the spine up tall. Relax the shoulders. Maybe tuck the chin to the chest and rock the head side to side for a few moments. Not far, not fast. Okay. Finally, relax the face. Relax the eyes and the jaw. And let's take a few more moments to breathe strong and slow here. Okay. To help us slow the breath, we're going to focus more on the exhale rather than the inhale. So we want to take a full breath in, but when we exhale, really press the air out of the body till the furthest capacity that you have. Okay. So we'll inhale. And then we'll exhale. Again. Keep breathing long and slow. Greater exhale. And let's just give ourselves just a few more moments to settle our mind, to just let gravity take the body and push it down into the ground. And let's use 5 more breaths. It is at this time at the end of our practice today that I'd like to thank you for choosing to share your time and your practice with me here. And again, it is the light within me that honors and bows to the light within you.